What's goody? What's goody? 52 steady. Looks different out here, doesn't it?
It does. It does. First outside podcast.
Yeah, so we've been dead a little bit. Yeah, we have a we'll get to that, but we haven't been as consistent as we want to be
hmm
on posting. But this podcast is going to be a little like we're alive update, but
hmm
also a little updates on what we've been doing.
hmm Yeah, and like just we're on spring break right now, so just a little checkup how the first 8 weeks went, and just like what we can do better, how we can plan the rest of our school year out before the summer.
Yeah. So so we'll be going over like our points for so right now we're filming this on Thursday, so a little weird. So we're actually into another week,
hmm
but we're going to be talking about the week prior than this week, if that makes sense. So basically last week.
Yeah,
So where we left off,
we haven't even posted
we
that.
haven't even posted the last podcast, but it's in the chamber
It's
now.
ready to.
It's
We just need a couple button clicks, and
yeah,
it'll be posted.
we're here. So the last podcast, um, nothing. I mean, usual stuff. We had our weekly challenge was, shoot, what was our weekly challenge? Oh, no,
Showers.
yeah. So our weekly challenge we announced was cold showers every single day. And then everything else was just kind of normal, so
hmm
nothing adjustments. So we'll first get into just like a quick point overview. We won't really go into a lot of detail what
hmm
happened because I mean
unless we have something.
unless we have some heat. I think Noah has some heat just off of.
Um, not really crazy heat.
All right, but yeah, we're just gonna not graze over everything, but we're gonna get through it, but not
Mhm.
go into super detail. So,
So
what you got for us? Well,
yeah, we'll just start out with a run-in. I mean, I've been
this is the first time seeing this app in person.
yeah. So last week I ran 3 days in a row: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But Sunday doesn't count.
Uh-huh.
But Monday I ran my quickest
Oh my,
2 miles, 7 minutes, 27 seconds per mile.
that's 7:27.
Wait, have you done that before?
No, I haven't done that. What makes you go that fast? Like, how do you decide your pace on like, is it
No,
just
I don't
feel?
decide.
It's just
I tell myself every time like this is gonna be a light day, and then I'm like I'm doing better every single time, so I'm just going as hard as I can. What I put? I put I felt okay. That means I felt like I was about to die. The only reason I felt okay is because I did my best ever.
no,
Like if I did like 850, I would have put like I'm dead. Like I felt terrible.
no. That's quick though.
But then I ran my first 5K next time,
Okay,
and at 8:14 pace. So
that's actually really good.
I think it's 3.11. So I think technically I did under 26 minutes. And my goal was 27 minutes for my 5K in the future.
Hmm.
So I'm feeling like really good about it. Was kind of that was my splits.
Show
806
show them the splits. So
might be inverted. We got 806, 828, 813, and then the last six or point 0.2 miles, 752. That's just me going all out at the end. So I ran twice. It was kind of a busy week before spring break last week, so I didn't get the third run in. But honestly, I've been like my habit stacking. I've been
mm,
telling myself right after the library, I'm just gonna
just
go run.
run.
Yeah, I'm gonna go change and run. And I honestly think that'll help a lot. And I'm gonna start running like more times per week, maybe like four, even though I haven't ran three in a minute. But like I'm feeling better about it.
That's that's
So first
that's
5K.
5K out of no. So for those of y'all, this is gonna be again like a. If you haven't been here already, this is Fit to Steady podcast, and did not give y'all the update on it, But two college students on a journey, bettering ourselves, more godly men, but also just developing like habits and discipline of working out, running, and
Mm-hmm.
reading, etc. We're kind of we started out this journey of running like not we ran in our lives before, like played sports, but we haven't ran and like
Mm-hmm.
tracked that. So we're really just setting PRs. Like we can set PRs not pretty easily, but like it's like happening. And
Mm-hmm. Like
these
I already feel like after this, I was like, man, I'm like lucky, like becoming quick out here.
yeah,
Like I feel good. Like when I see people running at school, I feel like I'm somewhat quicker than them,
yeah,
or they'll just be flying.
yeah, yeah. So Noah just set basically two PRs: longest run with the 5K, and
Then the quickest 2 mile.
then the quickest 2 mile. With we usually, I would say an average pace probably for me is like a 8:30. Probably like low, like mid high eights, just because I'm not really pushing myself all that much. I'm just kind of going out there and knocking out the run.
Mm-hmm.
But
I feel like I've pushed myself every single run I've had,
yeah, I'm,
which is kind of good. But
yeah, I'm like a, I like I might throw like a light run in there, recovery run, then one like decent
mm-hmm.
run and the thing. So again, so again, I'm trying to think about what this has been, what week this has been. Okay, so this was the week before. I did not do any runs that week.
Didn't you say you had a light week?
I honestly don't.
I thought we filmed Sunday, and you're like, I got nothing this week.
So what happened? I remember. So I looked at my last run and I show y'all too. So my last run was M March. This is lucky behind the scenes of this next week too. But my last run was March 1st.
So
So
almost 2 weeks
it's been
ago.
about 2 weeks since I've last ran. And honestly, what I was doing, not exactly sure. I think I was busy with other things, but I just don't think the running, just like usual, wasn't put in there.
Mm-hmm.
And other thing, there's some like starting off on like the worst note is my running for that week, I would say.
Okay.
So definitely did not do that. I've been going through like I was telling Noah this earlier, but I'll hit a leg day and I'll be already behind on my running for the
Mm-hmm.
week, and I'll hit a leg day, and I'm the type of guy to do a Google search if I should do something, or what setting do I wash my sheets on in the washer? Like I'm that type of guy. Like Google, do that. So I'll like look up like can I run after like working out or doing legs, and everything that I've seen has been like 24 hours, and I think I use that as an excuse, and it really just kind of pushed me further and further, and kind of left me behind. But
I feel like you just could do it and you'd
yeah,
be fine.
I don't think it would really affect me all that much. So again, no really excuses there. And honestly, like so sneak peek for next week. I haven't ran. It's already Thursday, so the running has got to start either today or I mean it's got to start today or 3 days in a row. So
Mm.
it kind of looks like that. So I'm not
We could look you do a run today after this.
no. So
I well, we'll just go into it. This week I had a little beach trip. I did a barefoot beach run.
but this would be is this talking about this next podcast though? This would be for the next podcast, won't it?
I thought we were just.
We just
I don't think we're doing one Sunday. I say we just like. Do you want to do points for this week still?
mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to talk about it? Where
No.
we're at? Okay.
It can be another quick one because we don't have a weekly challenge. That's another sneak peek. But this is like an update. This podcast will be for the filling in of the podcast that we need to post next. So I actually don't know what week this is, but
This week 10.
week 10, and then this will be whatever. Anyway, because we won't have a lot to talk about
Mm-hmm.
with like the weekly challenge and
Mm-hmm.
everything. So yeah, a lot of sneak peeks. We're operating in a little behind schedule, but we're live here.
Hmm.
So, do you
Okay.
remember kind of going into like workouts? You remember how that was for?
Yeah, I think I had 4 because I think I took an off day in the week, and then Saturday we left for the beach trip, so I think I had 4.
Any, what'd you skip?
Well, I didn't like skip anything. I just like I don't like skip a leg day. I
Yeah.
just wait till the next day to do it.
Okay. What didn't hit that would usually get hit in like a 5 day week? That I guess that's what I'm trying to.
We'll have a 4-day split, so everything got hit.
That's like the most optimal.
And then
Okay. 4 day. I did the same. I worked out 4 days.
which was improvement from the week before.
It definitely was.
Didn't you go 0?
Yeah. We can look real. Have the sheet pulled up here. Don't look at these others. Four. I had one the week before. So yeah. Again, nothing too crazy. 4 workouts, stuff that I should be working out in general,
Did you
but
feel good about it though?
I felt good. It was so I had my exams the week before.
Hmm.
So this week would have been like talking like past tense. I don't even know what I'm saying when I'm talking about this, but basically that week was going to be easier overall. Like I really didn't have my classes. A couple of them got canceled. I had a
Mm.
new class that I had to go to, but it wasn't that bad. So it was like I was picking up where I left off, and think I started. I'm always starting on leg days. It's like the worst time or worst day to be like, all right, I'm gonna start back. I haven't worked out in like 6 days. I'm gonna start back, but
Hmm.
um, no, it's 4 days. That's all I really got on that. I'm doing the same stuff I've usually been doing.
Hmm.
I'm definitely getting stronger. I think I had a fail of the week has been just doing incline dumbbell bench and getting too much weight than I think I can do, and not being able to rack it up. Like I'll get them up and I won't be able to like
Wait, when did
fully.
this happen?
I don't even know.
What were you trying to do? Like 80s?
85.
Have you ever done 85?
Yeah. I think it was
For how many?
like 4. Nothing like too crazy, but
Okay.
because I usually do 8, 5, 15 on my incline bench for one of my push days. So I do like 75, 85, and then like 55 or 60. Well, no, I don't know. This was after not working out for like a week. Went back. I'm like all fired up. I'm like music bumping. I get them up, or I get them like halfway, and I'm about to go to failure. Get them up, put them down, rack them, and I'm sitting there, and the song's just like hitting me. It's hitting my heart. I'm like, you know what? I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I get them up again, and I do the same thing. And I'm like, I don't care if I die on this bench right here. And I'm trying to get them up, and I went to failure on.
And there's
It's
like people there.
Oh, there's like it's packed in there. It's packed in there, but I mean, you just got to do it. And then
I respect it.
so, and then I've been failing because I'll do close grip bench too. And it's honestly one of my favorite things is to fail on close grip bench. I don't know why. Because it's not enough weight to where I can rest it when I fail. I can just kind of rest it on my like stomach, kind of like it
Hmm.
doesn't affect me that much. And when I have like the little things that keep the weight on, whatever you call them.
The bars, safety
Yeah, the
rack.
safety things. I can just kind of get up, but it's going to true failure on that.
Mm.
That's the only
I've gotten stuck on there.
just not being honest.
Yeah, like it was like perfectly at my waist, and like I had the rack,
Hmm.
and this dude had to come over there. I was like, "Yo, can you like get me out of here?" That was bad.
No, I'll like get it right here, and then I'll sit up, and then I'll get up, and I'll just kind of turn around and like re-rack it
Hmm.
like that. So, um, yeah, 4 workouts. I've been feeling stronger. I mean, working out's gonna make you feel
I
stronger, and
mean, you're at the if you've been attempting the 85s, that's big weight.
um, I think the environment of the gym that I go to too is like it's really not that much weight because like the dudes that like again my build. Those of you who don't know, I'm like a range right now. I don't even know
You
how
said
much I
that
weigh.
you have the Apple Jacks
The Apple Jacks
cinnamon
build
stick,
cinnamon stick
which is not true, but like
basically, and then yeah, these dudes that I'm working at are like that are around me are doing hundreds, 120s, like it's nothing, and I'm failing. I'm failing to even like fully get up to 85. So it's taking a hit, but yeah. So that's been the workouts of the week. Um, reading. What you got on reading?
uh,
You remember?
5 times.
Yeah. How'd you keep track of the five? Where'd that number come from? 'Cause it took me a mental battle to figure out my
No,
number.
I know I read 5. I read every day of the Monday through Friday and didn't read Saturday. I just remember because I was locked in at the library, and
Yeah.
then I didn't have to be locked in. Then I habit stacked it with my Bible reading on the days that because I didn't have class Friday.
Hmm.
So yeah, that was it.
Yeah, and since this is like a week ago, we're not gonna go into like what we read because this
Yeah,
it's past yonder. I read for 4 days, which is again getting more consistent. So again, I go to UNC, and I'm starting to now I'm starting to remember a little bit more. But so we played Duke. Those of you who follow basketball, Saturday. So Friday night, basically how it works is you kind of have to get up early, and it's you kind of have to prepare almost like a day before. And I was like not really prepared. So Friday and Saturday, the game was an all-day event. No reading was done Saturday, and then Friday
you went to bed early.
I went to bed early and just completely forgot about it. So that kind of goes
Did
into
you
it.
like try to move your reading not in the nighttime, or did not really
I think I tried. There wasn't anything consistent enough in my week that I was able to just like
put it with?
put it with. It was kind of weird.
Hmm.
Again, I think that's the same kind of struggle I've been going with is not being able to find things that are consistent. And I don't think I'm being super intentional about finding those things. But again, like with Noah, like going to the library, like I don't find myself in the library too often.
Hmm.
Last year was a little different, but this year it's been I need to be actually now, but so that's like a work in progress. But again, 4 days I'm reading uh shoot, what book am I reading? Every Good Endeavor. It's a good book. We'll get into it in this up and coming what we've been reading. So Time in the Word, you have any thoughts from last week on Time in the Word?
I don't think so. I don't really think I. So I finished Proverbs. Started on Romans again.
Hmm.
Just wanted to reread it.
Yeah,
It's been good so far.
all Romans. I need to read it. Still in Job, what I remember from last week. I mean, this
You got to be almost done with Job.
I don't think I was consistent last week on reading or in the Word, but uh, there'll be night. This is what always gets me. There'll be days where I'm like, I'll do a Bible study. I'll do like a discipleship group, or I'll be in a discipleship group, and then I'll have like a worship night in one day, and I'm like, not saying I don't need to do my fight time, but I'm like, dang, like,
Yeah, I feel like you don't have to like you definitely need to be like in prayer,
yeah,
but I don't think you have to like make a mandatory getting the word about like if you're doing all that.
I don't know, and that isn't always. It's like I'm not doing that every single day, but on days like that, I'm just like, all right. It's not like too much. I'm not saying like there's too much Jesus because that's not true, but I'm like, because this is already taking my time in one way, and then if I'm getting in the Word, it's like super late at night, and then I got to read after, and the reading is just garbage.
Hmm.
Just like, yeah. So, boom, there's that. Uh, weight, weight's been.
Wait,
That's
we're gonna do weekly challenge then? Wait.
you gonna do that? We can do that.
Yeah, weekly challenge. Cold showers. I woke up Monday morning. And I was like, yeah, there's no way I'd put this joint to cold. And I was like, I don't really care. I'm not doing it cold. But then Saturday, somebody used all the hot water. I'm not counting this, but like it was kind of cold. Like it was bearable, but like it was cold. When I got to the beach house, somebody used all the hot water.
That definitely doesn't
Yeah, I'm
count.
not counting it because like I could handle it.
Yeah. So no cold showers for the
Yeah,
week.
none, zero.
Just the cold shower is just too much for you.
No, I didn't even try.
This-
I just didn't care.
I did a cold shower every single day. I
Wait,
yeah,
thought it was gonna be zero.
no. It was six. I think the cold shower I think I'm more used to it than Noah because I in the past I've just kind of experimented with that. So
Mhm,
how I feel after, I think once you really know how you feel after it, you're like, oh, I want to do it. It's almost like a high almost. You're like, oh yeah, like I just feel like a dog after doing that. So I think so that week too, I was sick. I think that was going to be interesting for the podcast, but I was so sick for just random reasons. Like I got back from I went on the bachelor trip and then I was so sick. I think just from jumping in the cold water and then being on the boat and just like getting the wind blasting
mhm.
me. But it was like unfortunate. And I feel like I was thinking this every morning. I'd be like, I don't want to do this. I was like, this actually sucks. Like, and I don't think again, I'm counting myself as getting like the cold shower. I would start out like I'm gonna give y'all a visual. So you got hot, you got cold, you got medium. I'm starting out on the or here's medium. I'm starting out on the cold. Like I'm starting out on like the start of cold. Like
Mhm,
it's cold. Like it's not warm.
mhm.
And I'm progressively getting colder as the shower goes on. And throughout the week I'd be like, all right, like I'm gonna move it like a notch. Like a little notch, a little bit. Um but really like from I, I would even like advise that's like one of those things where cold showers are great. I actually how you feel after and if y'all haven't taken a shower or cold shower like male or female, like you just feel like a dog. This is not something you're just like a male and you just it's for anybody. If you take a cold shower and just sit in there and just like breathe, like you're like because at first you're like oh, oh, oh. And then if you got some music playing, you're like and then you just
You
start
play music in your
yeah,
shower?
yeah, 100%. So you just start like you just start moving and then you're like you just start feeling it and then me like I'm either like a shadow boxer in the shower like I just start moving or I'm a just flex. I'm like all I got just like flexing
Every time?
every time in there
I've never done that.
every time because you got to do something. You can't sit there. It's not like a cold plunge where like you don't want to move. Like it feels better if you move. So I'm doing all that and I'm flexing and everything. And when you get out, you just feel like you know when you chew gum and you have that like you breathe in, it's like the air. I don't even know. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
That's how my body feels
Hmm.
after the cold shower. So
I might give it a try one day. Probably not.
you got to try it and just the pump after a cold shower is real.
The pump.
You get a pump after a
There's,
cold. I'm not even kidding. If you
there's
get in there and flex your body, I mean, this is where the pump comes from. But the feeling of being cold, like I don't even flex my legs all that much. Like I'm like a in the mirror, like I might give like a bicep or whatever
hmm
back. But like legs, like you go like a full body ground up and just flex everything you got and get out the shower, you're gonna be like, dang, like
Maybe it's because like the cold water makes your like skin tight.
yeah, it's legit. So six for me.
Wait, that's lucky. That might you got some points back this week
Yeah, yeah, I
after
did.
your first victory week.
Yeah,
You might have one or two, but that's pretty solid.
yeah. Improvements, I mean running and everything else. But yeah. So how's the weight been?
Should I go like up to now or like I'll
Go
just talk about it?
just talk about it. Don't give it like a full sneak peek of this week, but like
I mean, I don't really know what I'm weighing. Well, I can say like
just yeah, it doesn't matter.
yeah. So like last time we didn't post the last week's, but I think we posted after I did the fast.
Hmm.
So I was like, I weighed 153 2 days in a row. but that wasn't real. That wasn't real weight. That was, and then we set it like average out to 155, which made sense, and I thought I was there. But I've been eating like I'd cook out sweet frog twice. Um, in the spring break trip I'm on, I've had ice cream every single day. And this isn't like ice like normal amount of ice cream. I like got like half a container of ice cream plus like five mega stuffed Oreos and like peanut butter sauce and mixing it up
It's
every single
basically
night.
like makeshift Cold Stone at the crib.
Yeah, it's like yeah. Like I got and then we went to Kilwins the last night and like I got the biggest thing they had and that felt like the healthiest amount of ice cream I had. Like that just kind of shows the amount I've been eating and I weighed in I weighed into like today like 159 so I think it's a lot of water weight with how much I've been eating.
Hmm.
And I think I can get down to like 155 in like a week or two.
Hmm.
But I think my goal is 151 in like we got like 2 weeks. But like if I just got back to like 154, 155, I feel like that's still
Yeah,
that's good progress. Even though if I don't get to 151,
yeah.
that'd be fine.
I think it's harder over break too, or like break or when you're doing stuff to,
Hmm.
because I can be a lot more consistent every day for school just because I'm doing the same stuff. Over
Hmm.
break, it's like ice cream. You got people you're like, oh, like I can do this, do that. But
Yeah.
that's where the willingness to, that's what I'm saying. You're not really going hard enough until you're saying no to stuff like that. To where it's like you're like out and you're like,
Hmm.
man, I can't do it. Like I can't eat ice cream today. So for me, the way I think I weighed in the day of, or the either the day of the Duke game or not. I was like 165. I think Friday night I didn't eat good. I didn't set myself up well for like weighing well during that week, but I think I was like 165 flat.
I want you to go 167.
Yeah, I was like at 160, or my goal's 170.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, my goal's 170.
Wait, did we give you 167?
Yeah, I got 167, but I think I lost weight. Like I think during the week I was just not.
Mm.
And that's the thing, like your prime, like when I'm doing everything well, when I'm eating water, when I'm doing all these
Eating
other
water.
things, eating water. When I'm eating well, drinking a lot of water and doing all these other things, my weight's also going to be reflective of it. When
Hmm.
I'm like I like slept 3 hours for Friday night, woke up at like six something. It just wasn't ideal.
Hmm.
Anyway, like weighed 165 flat. I felt good about that, honestly. I was like, you know what, for how bad I feel right now,
Hmm.
weighing 165, like that's actually not terrible. Now, I I would say I'm like around 167, maybe a little lighter, as being back at home. It's just been a switch up with stuff, but
Hmm.
uh yeah, weight. I'm not scared about 170. I think getting back and
Feasting.
just eating food at my house and just
Hmm.
meal prepping and just like I don't even want to eat my meal prep because it's good, but I just know what I'm eating.
Hmm.
Like the worst thing right that I'm doing right now is I'll eat a meal and I'm like what how many ounces of this, or how much of this did you put
Hmm.
in there? It's like I don't know. I'm just like I'm like stressing out, not even knowing
Yeah,
how
because
much.
like you were eating the same thing
Yeah,
at school.
like I know even when I get like a burrito bowl or something at school, like I'm like okay, like I can read the calories and kind
Hmm.
of at least halfway guesstimate.
Yeah,
But
I'm feeling fine though. Damn, and I'm definitely a little heavier. But like I feel like I went 8 weeks like doing really good,
mhm.
and I feel like I've had like 2 weeks kind of off. Now my body's like ready to get back into it.
Yeah, that's
It's
exactly how
kind of
I
like
feel.
I would say it's like a maintenance break, but like I look like definitely gained a couple
You
pounds.
definitely get away.
But it definitely gets my body ready to like go back at it again for the last. 8 weeks of school.
Yeah. So again, like that's pretty much our recap for this past week. I mean, nothing really crazy get leading up into spring break. So this next podcast that we'll post will be on spring break or the week of spring break. So keeping that. So like we're still doing the same points for spring break, but we're just not doing a weekly
Yeah,
challenge. Uh, which is honestly kind of counterintuitive because we actually have more time on spring break, but just
we kind of needed a
we need a yeah
we need a breather.
a breather, and then we'll get back into it the next week. So, but as far as recap over 8 weeks, I mean this is like pretty much the midpoint in this
In the semester.
in the semester. 52 steady while in
Yeah,
school.
what do we think so far? Like, how do you think you've done? If you had to like out of 10.
I was gonna give myself like a C minus,
Okay.
like a C plus, like a C, maybe.
Mhm.
Maybe a C plus. I give myself a C plus. Like a D is failing.
Mhm.
Like so I wouldn't potential wise, maybe a B minus. I wouldn't say like a C plus because I think I have been making effort. I don't think
Mhm.
I've maybe like running like this for this podcast, like I have 0 runs. Like I think running's been my weakest thing just because it's so foreign that adding it in is like, okay, like I gotta,
It's like a big thing to add in too.
yeah. So yeah, I would give myself a B minus for effort. I think what I've learned and what I've done so far is like so much that I don't even know. Like just even little things,
Mhm.
like just being able to run or like having that new, like the conversations that I've had with people who know running is just like something that I've never had before. Like, oh, like
Mhm.
blah, 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 or blah, blah. So I think discipline wise, getting up, when I'm comparing growing up and where I was this time last year, I think I'm a better person than I think I should be. But I think I'm even better being 52 steady or however, whatever, 10 weeks steady right now than not.
Mhm.
So, what about you?
I feel like I give myself a A minus to an A. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like I feel like it was a lot of learning, like how to
yeah.
put reading into a schedule and put running into a schedule.
Hmm.
And I know it's gonna be different when school's over. I don't know if that'll make it harder or easier, but we'll see. But like,
Yeah.
besides the last week of school, I hit like every goal I wanted to. Like, not like points wise, but like my weight goals,
Hmm.
which is probably the most important or one of the more important goals.
Hmm.
And just seeing how much I've improved at running. Like if you told me like the first day I'd be running like a 26-minute 5K,
Yeah, that's like,
there's like no way.
yeah.
Like compared to like the past when we'd be like PE and then I'd be like a 12-minute mile. Like it's or just like running up the hill twice and throwing up at tennis. So like I feel like I'm in pretty good shape right now. Like I feel like if I played
Yeah,
basketball right now, I'd be like pretty dialed in.
yeah.
So yeah, feeling good. Definitely could consistency can still be improved though. I want to get some more perfect weeks.
Hmm. I made some perfect weeks.
Yeah, you need a perfect week. Cause like at the beginning, it was just all motivation, and the motivation it went downhill. Even with posting the podcast, like it's been rough.
Yeah.
Like probably for both of us. But I feel like these last 8 weeks, if we can just post on Mondays, get back dialed in, it'd be
Yeah.
good.
It's like ramping it up again. It's like, all right, this is like chapter one. This is like, or chapter one, part one. This is like P2
Hmm.
with the semester. So, what would you like? Let's do a highlight in an area of growth. Or if you want to spice it up, you said something terrible.
Okay. Um, let's say, I mean, definitely my best attribute is just working out is like so locked in. Like I haven't struggled with that at all.
Yeah.
like lowest was probably 4 days,
That's crazy.
and just running. Like I'm pushing myself, and I don't even think I've went 3 days a week that often, but I'm like enjoying it now. And as it like heats up outside, I'm probably gonna be like hopefully enjoying it more.
Mm-hmm.
Um, cause like those mornings, I first started running in the mornings. I would never run in the morning again. I I'm not waking up and doing that anymore. But honestly, worst thing has been my sleep. I've been locked in. Last semester I was locked in. This semester,
Mm-hmm.
but it also helped me like realize I don't need as much as I think.
Yeah.
So I wanna tell myself to go to bed at like 11 again. Um, yeah, I think sleep has honestly been the worst.
Hmm. Why do you think sleep has been the worst?
I think I've just been like just wanting to stay up with friends and stuff. Just not prioritizing as much.
Yeah. I think that's real though.
Hmm.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, you're gonna stay up late. You're gonna
Hmm.
do all this other stuff, but
But like it honestly, I don't feel like it affected my workouts one bit,
yeah.
which is surprising because I would go into it. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be doing 2 reps less on bench press,
No.
and it never happened. Like I felt fine.
If anything, what I've learned, I'll talk about this next podcast, but like from sleeping, like if I even oversleep, like if I sleep too much, like I actually feel worse than
Hmm.
not sleeping at all, like barely any,
Hmm.
because my body will put it into action. But it's almost like if I sleep more, I'm like have so much extra. I don't even know. I just have extra stuff that I'm not really like able to. I'm like sluggish almost.
Hmm.
So yeah, I would say highlight for me. There's been a lot of low lights, honestly. B minus effort. I mean, I would say kind of the same thing. I would say for what it's worth. Honestly, I think a highlight's really been getting the word. Like
Hmm.
a highlight's been really prioritizing that and seeing how coming together with like yes, like I want to read like my book and get a point for it, but like there's something that matters even more than that, like eternally, which is like read my Bible. So I think seeing myself get on a more consistent schedule of that and in really prioritizing even reading my Bible over going to sleep
Hmm.
sometimes or like skipping reading, like reading my Bible and then going to sleep and skipping reading. Like and I'm fine with that choice. Granted, I should read earlier or even do my quiet time earlier, but how I've seen my quiet time develop, even like I'll do it at breakfast or at a different time. So that's been really like a highlight. I
Hmm.
mean, other things have been like yeah, like being on a again, I haven't been consistent as I would like perfect. I have not been perfect, but I've been trying to stay like somewhat steady. Like I've been steady doing something. I haven't just quit. I don't think I've quit on really anything. Granted, I'm talking that I have 0 runs on this week, and I haven't ran in like 2 weeks. But so I'd say running. I mean, that's probably my closest. Not quitting, but like I'm just like pushing it off.
Hmm.
But that I think just seeing consistency through planning and prioritization and seeing how important it is to just prioritize things ahead of time. Like if I know that I got to go to a game or whatever, like you just have to do these things like think ahead almost. So that's been good. I would say low lights or like an area of growth would just I think I'll go on the sleep route too. I think your day starts the same every single day and it's about waking up. I think the one thing that changes or the one like key variable in that is like what time you wake up. Like you're gonna wake up every single day that you're alive. I mean, Lord willing. But the time that you wake up is like a key proponent of what you're doing the rest of the day.
Hmm.
And for me, when I have been like, okay, I've been the same mindset, like, okay, I'm gonna prioritize sleep, I'm gonna do this other stuff. But when I wake up late or I get behind or I just don't get where I'm like I've seen a lot of myself this semester and honestly a lot of my college career has been like I could be doing more, but I'm oversleeping, or I'm missing this because I'm oversleeping, or I plan this, but I miss this because of this. And where does it start? It starts the way I start every single day is waking up.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I think I've been preaching this for a long time, how I need to like really like lock in getting up. And it's
Yeah, that 7 a.m. weekly challenge
yeah,
where you just get up.
that 7 a.m. weekly challenge. I could I think
Because
it,
I think I did every day
it
besides Saturday.
yeah, it's just not yeah, that's just a place where it just needs we need some help, need some growth. And I think if I
Hmm.
get that down, I see a
Nothing's
lot of
nothing's stopping you from
yeah,
that.
I don't see a lot of things stopping me if I'm dialed in on waking up early or waking up at a good time. So,
Well, like you were saying, wait, what was that? Highlight getting in the word. I feel like that's like the highlight of our podcast.
no.
Like in a not weird way. Like just like coming together and just talking about it has
Hmm.
been like really encouraging to me, and like will just put a smile on my face sometimes. Like thinking about it and talking about it, like hearing what you're learning, and just like actually trying to remember what I'm learning.
No.
Like really helps out. Cause like you have conversations with people about what they're reading, but not
Mm,
every single week, and it's kind of like we're going along our faith journey together, like seeing where we're growing towards.
no.
I found it really encouraging to me.
Sweet. That's sweet. It's stuff that matters, right?
Yeah.
And I think those are these lessons and stuff that's like that's I mean, who cares if I can bench 225 and I look like a beast if I'm like mentally, spiritually, where am I at?
Hmm.
So again, that is our highlight. Like no matter how many points, there's something that's mandatory. And honestly, I was thinking about this. I don't know if this was a shower thought or what, but I was like, we shouldn't give a perfect week if you miss a quiet time.
Yeah.
So that's just a thought to keep in mind. But no. So overall, like a lot of growth in a lot of different areas, and I think the honestly the biggest part of discipline all of this is figuring out what really matters to you. And I think like for both of us, like the biggest thing that we'd want like past all this is to like be closer to God and be more godly men and be able to support, encourage, and pass
Hmm.
along like what we've learned or what we've kind of had to other people. And upon getting discipline in one aspect of our life or multiple different aspects of life, that's going to all kind of pour into that same
Hmm.
collective fire of wanting to grow closer to God. So that's like the biggest, honestly, like the biggest thing. It's like going to the gym. I'm like, you know what? Like, who can I invite to go to the gym with me? We still need to make that's got to be one of our weekly
Hmm.
challenges, getting back.
No, I agree.
That's got to be our first one, getting back. That's got to be the getting with people, getting things started back up again.
Hmm.
So, yeah. So, I mean, as far as updates, we're still alive, guys.
All
Selling.
two listeners, my mom were alive.
Yeah. Look, I know it's been I know you're at the edge of your seat. Like, I know you've been like, I know we've been getting DMs and all this other stuff. So I'm like, where are you guys? Like, I know, but we're here. We're here. We're live. We have one in the chamber. I've really just been selling on clicking, making a description and posting, but dialing it back in. So this has been a little checkup.
It's been good.
Do you have any other checkup things or any information?
I don't think so.
Yeah. We're ready to get back into it. We're not I don't want to be like we're working in silence, but like we've hit it. We're working not when the cameras aren't on. Like
Yeah.
we're still out here. Um so yeah, I just want to encourage y'all to stay steady, whatever you care about, whatever you're passionate about, keep working towards it.
Hmm.
If we got nothing else to say, stay steady, y'all.
Yeah.
We
Stay
out.
steady.
Peace, peace.